Sports fans are happy to talk statistics like ERAs and RBIs, but mention PSAs and you'll get blank stares. Yet here's a stat that we should not ignore. Prostate cancer affects 1 in 6 men and is the cause of nearly 32,000 deaths each year in the United States. Dr. Philippa Cheatham says we can improve our batting average, and she's here to help us change the score. Dr. Cheatham's a board-certified urologist at Columbia University Medical Center and the co-founder of the Society of Integrative Urology. Thanks for joining us today, Doctor.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Can we prevent prostate cancer?
You certainly can, and as you say, 1 in 6 men are being diagnosed with prostate cancer in the United States. And there's 2 reasons why you get prostate cancer. It's your genetics, which you cannot change, and your environmental risk factors. What you put into your body can actually protect you against prostate cancer. But the Western diet has a lot of bad things in it that can increase your risk of prostate cancer, especially if you are genetically predetermined to get the disease.
Tell us about the test to find out if we have prostate cancer.
Sure. So the test, the blood test, is called the PSA, which stands for prostate-specific antigen. I actually say to my patients it also stands for patient-stimulated anxiety because it creates a lot of anxiety for men. And there are some issues with the PSA because you can have a normal PSA blood test, but you can still harbour prostate cancer. And the converse is also true, that you can have an elevated PSA blood test and not have prostate cancer. So we don't base the diagnosis of prostate cancer just on an elevated blood test.
What happens if we are elevated?
So if your blood test is elevated, the first thing to do is to repeat it and make sure it's repeated in the same laboratory. It should also be done in conjunction with the rectal exam of the prostate to see what the prostate feels like. Sometimes other things can cause an elevated PSA, such as a urine infection, when you last had sexual intercourse, even cycling can increase your PSA, so you need to eliminate those. And then if this is a real elevated PSA, then your doctor would probably recommend that you go on to have a prostate biopsy.
You brought all kinds of stuff here on the table. I want to make sure we get through this. What is all this stuff?
Sure. So the good news is that a prostate healthy diet is also a heart healthy diet. So I've just brought some of my favorites with me, and let me just take you through. So the green vegetables, the broccoli, the cauliflower, curly kale, spinach, these crucifer vegetables contain isofluranes, and these are prostate cancer protective.
What are they called?
They're called isofluranes.
Okay.
So this is a chemical in the green leafy vegetables, so that's a good thing to take. You may have heard about tomatoes. Tomatoes contain a very powerful antioxidant called lycopene, which is also prostate cancer protective. And pomegranate juice will kill prostate cancer cells in the laboratory.
Wow.
And men who drink pomegranate juice are less likely to get prostate cancer. And we can actually put people into remission by taking pomegranate juice. The problem with pomegranate juice, it's rich in sugar. So thankfully, there is now a natural pill that combines the lycopene from tomatoes with the pomegranate extract so that you don't have the high sugar. And that's a pill called Lycopom.
And I see green tea with jasmine. Is that something we should be taking?
That's right. So in terms of what to drink to protect your prostate, Japanese green tea is a very potent antioxidant, so it protects against prostate cancer. Pomegranate's protective, but even better is the Pinot Noir, because the grape from the Pinot Noir contains resveratrol, and resveratrol is a very powerful antioxidant and protects against the bad changes in the cell that can lead to prostate cancer. So we can, if you like pomegranate, we can even teach you how to make a pomegranate martini. That's good for your prostate.
That's not bad. Well, I could talk to you much longer because this is so important, but unfortunately we're running out of time. I really appreciate your coming in and going through all this with us. It's very important information.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it may take years of hard work to become a major league athlete, but it only takes a few minor changes to improve your odds of beating prostate cancer. To find out more, check out the website that's coming up next. My thanks to Dr. Cheatham for joining us today.
To learn more, visit the Society of Integrative Urology's website at www.societyofintegrativeurology.org. Next, don't lose your life insurance benefits.